Very contemplative changeover for Maria Sharapova as well. Doesn't look like her focus is going to get jarred at all.
Ooh, that's a great start for Hantuchova. And 3 unforced errors for Sharapova. How clean is that? And 89% first serve points won. And Mary, as you mentioned, she's got a lot of first serves in. The start to this match is clean as a whistle. 30-love in this game. First set to Sharapova.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, please switch off all mobile telephones. Thank you.
First game, second set, Daniela Hantuchova.
First game, second set.
Four unforced errors apiece. It's not a lot after one full set of tennis. No break points for Hantuchova yet. She hasn't come close.
There's only been one deuce game. Get the sense, Cliff, that whereas Maria Sharapova was happy to get to the quarters of the French Open last month, she wouldn't be happy just to get to the quarters of this. I mean, this is a better surface for her. Oh! And surely with all those names out of that section of the draw, including the #2 seed Anastasia Moskina, I'm guessing she set her hopes higher than just finishing in the top 8.
15-all.
I think Hantuchova is also happy to be on the grass. In fact, she said that as soon as she started to hit on the grass after the French Championship, she had a really good feeling. She was sick in Birmingham, but at Eastbourne, from her first match on, she said that she was very pleased with the way she was playing. So she's at home here too.
30-15.
That's nicely done by Hantuchova. Nigel Sears is once again Daniela Hantuchova's coach. That's Donnie's mom next to him. He's telling her to fight. Boy, he's had problems with her in the past when he didn't like her attitude out there at all.
In fact, he wasn't with her for most of last year, was he?
He left, and she was with Harold Solomon, the great American player, but that only lasted a couple of months. Solomon really wanted to sit down Daniela and get inside her head, and she didn't really want him in there. So that did not last too long, and now she's back with Steers. And again, with him, he really demands a positive attitude. He doesn't like it when she gets pouty out there. We've seen her sometimes break down, start crying during her matches. Remember?
Uh-huh.
And a couple of times last year, you just see her fall apart on the court. It's a terrible thing to watch.
One game off.
She's just trying to have a little bit more of a relaxed time out there. But my thinking right now is that she's got to do more than just be relaxed against Sharapova.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got to make things happen, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. And it's not happening for her yet. And the problem is Sharapova is just not giving her too much opening.
No. She's playing at a very fast pace. A big forehand sets her up. Still, that's some pretty deft stuff. Someone who's 5'11". Nice soft hands there for the winner.
Net for serve.
This is kind of like what another young Russian, Anna Kournikova, looked like the year she got her way to the semis of Wimbledon. The only time she had a really big quality finish at a major. Of course, she won major doubles titles, including with Martina Hingis.
Pretty good partner.
Yeah. So many of the young Russian players play like Sharapova does. And Hantuchova.
So Sharapova seems to serve that, and I think that is a huge difference. What happened to Kournikova?
40-15.
Fame. Fame happened to Kournikova. I mean, for the most part. Some injuries happened to her as well. You know, I think she played a very high-risk game. And you're right, Cliffy. What separates Sharapova from so many of the Russians is that her serve is a weapon. Kournikova's was a liability.
Game point, Hantuchova, one apiece. Second set, first set to Sharapova. Sharapova is a better mover than Hantuchova, and obviously these two have got to take care of business today. But it doesn't hurt that in the next round, instead of Meskina, who won the French championships, the winner plays Amy Frazier. Nothing to take away from Amy Frazier. In fact, huge congratulations to her beating Meskina today. But it does open up that section of the draw.
Frazier also beat another Russian player I really like, Maria Kirilenko, in the first round.
Deuce. Sharapova's balance on the ground is extraordinary.
The difference between these two, I think, is this one is so athletic. Hantuchova is very graceful, very elegant. But this one is really more athletically feisty. Hantuchova needs a lot of time for utter control of her game. Sharapova's robbing her of it.
She's mentally pretty feisty too.
She is.
And she breaks serve, so it's Sharapova in control. A set and a break. She'll serve when we come back.
Second set by 1 set to love.
Debut on center court. The 17-year-old announcing herself as a very serious contender for the ladies' crown this year.
Really pleasant conditions today. And it's nice to be able to say that because the start of this tournament was iffy. 2-1, break the serve, Sharapova.
15.
Serving now into the ad court, and that's from the shade into the sun and then maybe back into the shade again, as she has served really beautifully. 71% on the first serve.
30.
Fourth ace. Sharapova has just outplayed Hantuchova so far
40 love.
in virtually every department. And it's tough to see what Hantuchova can do short of a meltdown from Sharapova, which is not likely.
Game, Miss Sharapova.
Sharapova holds 3-1 and a set.
Miss Sharapova leads 3 games to 1. Love.
That's
so good.
versatile.
I look at the feeling. She just could not be more dialed into this match. Just hitting with such ferocity and moving the same way. She's just got it in her head. She wants to win every single point out here. She's 6 of 6, by the way, at the net.
15-30.
Hantuchova serving, but she lost the first set. She's down 3-1, and she's down 15-30. This is crisis time for her.
Sharapova's just she's just doing everything so big, so fast, and so well.
Sharapova has, after this, 21 winners and still only 4 unforced errors.
She's won 11 of the last 12 points.
14 games, 4 unforced errors.
That's why Hantuchova's seems congenitally late in this match. And she's been playing. Look at that. I mean, her numbers are good too, except she hasn't come near breaking her yet. What she's got to do, as we say in music, Cliffy, Hantuchova, it's got to be same tempo, only faster.
Net for serve.
And that's not easy to do.
Break point. For the latest championship news, highlights, merchandise brought to you by British Airways, please log on to wimbledon.org.
Hantuchova.
And Daniela Hantuchova is struggling to stay with Maria Sharapova, and it's been tough. But she's got a game point, trailing 1-3 and down a set.
Deuce.
She has not lost her concentration for one fraction of a moment out here today, Sharapova. She used to have to slap her thigh all the time and scream a lot and say come on to herself. All that stuff is gone. She made herself quite famous here at Wimbledon last year by doing all that.
It was a bit much.
Well, and she didn't want to be known for all that. She wanted to be known by her game. And she's down to just pretty much doing that. A little fist pump every now and again.
Pretty tame effort there by Hantuchova.
But what Hantuchova's got to do now, that she's put weight back on, is to get herself fit, get herself faster.
Yes, to stay with the likes of Sharapova for sure. Sharapova gets the assurance breaker serve. She leads 4-1 now. She'll serve and we come back. She won the first 6-3.
Sharapova leads 4-1. Second set in by 1-0.
moment, it has been really all Sharapova.
From everywhere on the court, she's been more aggressive, she's been faster, more potent with her serving. Look at this. Even comes up and hits a winner from beyond the baseline with her other hand. Honestly, she has been hungry for every single point in this match. That's why she's won so many of them. And Daniela Hantuchova was coming in form.
Now 30 love.
30 love.
Hantuchova's won a couple of matches. As you take a look at the first serve points, won at 92%. Only 4 unforced errors. Those are seriously strong numbers. But it's got to be disconcerting for Hantuchova because here's someone 4 years younger than her, and she's just getting beaten like a drum.
30-15.
First double fault of the match for either player. It gets the attention of the locker room too. Sharapova so easily.
You're talking about the men's locker room or the women's locker room?
Good point. I was thinking women's, but maybe both.
Okay.
Different reasons. She holds. 5-1.
Spoken about the weight problem that Hantuchova was struggling with for most of last year. Look how much healthier she looks now than she did 12 months ago here at Wimbledon. It's nice to see that, as she talks about that, it's just a dark period that she's moved beyond. She doesn't like speaking about it too much, and I can't blame her. She's been outclassed today, but it's nice to see that she's moving back up the rankings. She's playing and acting much more relaxed. It's nice to see a comeback like that. Jelena Dokic is still in a terrible spiral.
Net for serve.
Dokic, who had done so well here. And there's Robbie Ginepri, now up a break in 2 sets. Serbian-born Dokic, who had a huge couple of Wimbledons here not that many years ago, was out right away.
15 all.
Struggling terribly, estranged from her entire family, but especially with her father. I mean, she feels like she's very much alone. Some stories in women's tennis don't seem to get better, and that one's among them.
She still seems to be feeling threatened by Damir, her father. 15 all in this game.
Wow, what a pickup. But look at that. I mean, this is high-quality tennis. And Hantuchova's against somebody who wasn't as on fire as Sharapova. Hantuchova would probably be in control of a lot of these rallies. She's striking a beautiful ball. And Sharapova just keeps spitting them back at her faster.
25-5 winners to unforced errors for Sharapova.
This is laser focus.
15 4.
Match point for Sharapova, inevitably.
tell she got up for the match by the way she played it. 1 hour and 1 minute it took her to get into the second week of Wimbledon.
Stay